I have always been pretty skinny and I never liked it. I remember I was 15 and I weighed like 25 kilos, which is insane to be honest. And yeah, I never did anything about it until in 2020, I decided that I want to go to the gym, and I went from this to this in just a few years. And if you, like me, have ever tried to build a new habit, then you know how hard it can be. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some tips how you can build a new habit more easily. First tip, you need a vision or you need a goal. You have to understand why exactly you want to build a new habit, and the reasons and the goals, like because it's fun or because it's cool, usually won't take you far. For me, it was to get stronger, to feel better in my own body, and to be able to post this kind of pictures on social media with no shame. Yeah, well, that's the goal. Why not? It was a little bit weak, but still, I could understand what I'm aiming for. Depending on what kind of habits you're trying to build, your goals can be as abstract as mine, or it can be something more measurable. Second tip, you need to take the first step. This is actually one of the hardest ones, and a lot of people are not taking the first step because they're afraid of feeling or looking pretty stupid, so you have to make it easier for yourself to start the process. In my case, for the first few months, I started working out with a good friend of mine, and that helped me a lot because I wasn't alone. I had someone to talk to in the gym, and I didn't feel stupid because he would explain how to use a certain machine or how to do a certain exercise. In your case, it can be that you would feel way more comfortable starting doing something alone at home. Don't underestimate how powerful it is to just start doing something to make a change in your life. Third tip, overcome your obstacles, make it easier for yourself to take the steps every single day. We all have excuses why we're not doing something what we actually want to do, and a lot of times those things are actually pretty easy to fix. So what you need to do is to analyze what is stopping you from doing what you want and then fix it on a regular basis. For me, it was having a gym pretty far away. I realized I didn't want to spend 30 minutes on a bus to get to the gym and then another 30 minutes to get back home. And that was stopping me from working out because if it rains, or if it's cold, then there's like almost no chance I would go to the gym. So I was basically setting up myself for a failure. So I decided that I wanted to continue, but there was no gyms in my area closer than 30 minutes. So I decided that I'm gonna start working out at home. So this way I made it easier for myself to keep the habit and like take the steps that I need on a daily basis. So look at what's in your way to achieve your goal and then how to fix it and make it easier for yourself. Tip number 4, accountability. Make it impossible not to take the steps. So we already have a goal, we took the first step, and we did everything possible to keep making the right decision. However, sometimes it's still pretty damn hard to stick to the plan. That's when you need an accountability buddy. So it can be a person that wants to build the same habit or a person that actually helps you on your journey. In my case, I hired an online coach, and pretty much every time I had to work out, I would have an appointment with him and then I would have to video call him. So in this case, there was no options for me to not show up. And that helped a lot because you spend your own money, you have an appointment, and basically it would be so disrespectful not to show up. So that really worked for me. And I'm sure it can also work for you. So look for someone who can be your accountability person. Tip number 5, reset. So that was my case. I was going to the gym pretty consistently for 2 years. I saw the results and I used all the tips that I named before. And then at some point, for some reason, it got super hard to show up, just to go to the gym and just to work out. And I couldn't understand why. It took me a while, but then I talked to my coach and he actually made it pretty clear for me. He said, you already achieved your goals and that is the reason why you don't see the point of doing it anymore. And that just clicked. I was like, oh, that makes total sense. And it was true. My original goal was to get stronger, to feel confident in my own body, and then be able to post stories in my underwear. Like, why not? And it all happened. I got what I wanted. There was no stimulation for me whatsoever. And that was the point where I had to decide what I want to do next. So either I want to keep the same physique, or maybe I want to get bigger, or maybe there are like some other goals where I want to get more flexible, or yeah, I had to find a new goal. So if at some point you feel like it's getting harder for you to keep doing what you have been doing for quite some time, and it's just getting harder for no reason, maybe it's time to reset. Think of a new goal, your new vision, and what you actually want to do. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. До свидульки.